this is on, right?
Alright. Is it on now, yeah? Yeah, you pressed onto that button there,
Watch,
Andy,
watch. Oh yeah.
You're on the button itself.
Stop. Right.
Is it on?
It's on, yeah. If everybody is watching here, could you please like and share this around everywhere. Share. Am I too close?
No, you're fine.
Yeah.
Andy,
Banned, gone.
29 days.
Right, so Ross is just after finding out he's banned on Facebook, so we need everybody right now to please share. I knew this was going to happen. That's why I just say across the accounts everywhere, you know.
I'm gonna record it anyway. I won't go live, but I'll record it.
Yeah, we'll have it here and anyway. Share. We're going to direct action in Drogheda here. Oh, sweaty kids. How are you? Right then. Right, let's go. Yeah. Mike, come on. Closer to us, Mike.
Hold on.
Mike, what are you doing?
Putting this down, man.
No.
It's too high when I'm walking,
You're not
bro.
using it properly.
I want this down for a minute. This thing. That's it. I need to walk around with it. All over the top.
Yeah.
There we go.
Stay close, yeah. Keep it
You
straight, Mike. Come on, Mike. You have to get some of that. Mike, will you come on, will you? Hello, how's it going? I was wondering, can we speak to who's in charge, please? How are you?
Sorry, I prefer you didn't film us here because there
Well,
are other people in the
what-
line. That's fine, we'll
I'm
put the
not
camera
What
on.
you can do is, you know,
Just keep it on us, Mike.
I will.
Yeah.
we
Go
won't
on.
put your face on the camera, but we have some legal notice to hand in to you.
Okay, that's fine.
And what we'd like to do is just to let you know what's in the legal notice. We'd like to just read it out, if that's okay.
Especially for the kids coming back, okay? So we don't be Well, hanging why around. are you?
Well, this is what we're just about to tell you why we're here. We're
We just
handing
have a
in.
normal family story time today.
It's not just a normal family story
not
time.
family
It's a rainbow. It's a rainbow story
Well, we're
time.
reading more children's books.
Which book?
What kind of book? Well,
Is it from the Rainbow List?
yes, it is.
Yes. Okay. Well, before we let.
Children's, they're child books. So anyway, that's you made your point. That's fine.
Well, we haven't just yet because you really need to know what's in this. It's very important.
And I
Okay.
can read it.
Yeah. So this correspondence should be recorded as formal notification.
Can you just in case the
Of
children
an
are trying to
ident-
listen to the story?
Sorry?
Can you keep your voice down, please?
Can I keep it down?
Yeah, just because the kids are trying to.
All right, come over
Okay.
here a little bit closer because this is very important. We're putting the children first here.
That's all right.
Pride Story Time in Rainbow reads 19th and 22nd of July 2023. Children Protection Notice. This correspondence should be recorded as formal notification of an identified breach of Drogheda's library's statutory duties to safeguard the welfare of children under the Children First Act 2015 and Children First National Guidelines for the Protection and Welfare of Children 2017. Specifically, the library has exposed children under 18 years to potential harm in its actions in promoting, marketing and hosting a Pride Story Time and Rainbow Reads on 19th of July at 3
Can you
p.m.
just keep it down?
and
The
4
children,
p.m.
I think, are getting it.
respectively on the 22nd of July at 11 a.m. As you are no doubt also aware, Article 42A of our Constitution sets out the natural and imprescriptible rights of children and the duty of the state to uphold those rights and to ensure that all actions concerning children have their best interest as the paramount consideration. I now hereby call upon you to refer this complaint immediately to the library's designated liaison person as a matter of urgency, and that an investigation is undertaken. A library authority within the meaning for the purpose of the provisions of the Public Library Act, as amended by the 1947 Act, is under legal obligation as a provider of relevant service to adhere to the Children First Act 2015 and the Children First National Guidelines for the Provision of and Welfare of Children 2017. Schedule 1, Section 5A of the Children First Act 2015 defines a relevant service as providing any work consistent of the provisions of educational, research, training, cultural, recreational, leisure, social or physical activities to children. We do actually, we do.
Legal process.
No, it's important for everybody that they understand. In accordance with Section 10 of the Children First Act 2015, any provider of a relevant service shall ensure, as far by reasonably practicable, that each child availing of the service from the provider is safe from harm while availing of the service. The definition of welfare includes, in relation to a child, the moral, intellectual, physical, emotional and social welfare of the child. We must trust that you are fully cognizant of your statutory duties to conduct a risk assessment and child safeguarding statement before promoting, marketing and hosting any event that potentially places children under 18 years at risk of harm. I would therefore ask you to provide a copy of the risk assessment and child safeguard statement conducted by the library prior promoting, marketing and hosting the Pride Storytime and Rainbow Reads events on 19th of July. As the Child Family Agency refers to exposure of sexually explicit material as demonstrated for an example of sexual abuse, it is my submission that it is irrefutable that the library was under a statutory duty to conduct a risk assessment and child safeguarding statement prior to promoting, marketing and hosting this event. If a risk assessment and child safeguarding statement was not prepared, I would request that written reasons are provided by the designated liaison person as to why this was the case. In view of the library's statutory duties to safeguard children from harm, in particular, the designated liaison person should address the following issues.
The decision to host Pride Storytime and Rainbow Reads. I note that the library is promoting, marketing and hosting Pride Storytime and Rainbow Reads events for children under 18 years. As a publicly funded statutory body, the library is accountable to the public taxpayer for its actions and is under a duty to be open, transparent and accountable. The online advertisement for Pride Storytime and Rainbow Reads event on 19th of July, published by the library and Louth County Council, does not make clear which entity is responsible for the decision to hold promotion events of LGBTQ+ stories to children in our public libraries. As Louth County Council is responsible for the general administration of the county in terms of libraries, I trust that the General Manager and elected councillors were involved in the decision-making process in conjunction with library management. In accordance with the Freedom of Information Act 2014, I would therefore request that you provide copies of minutes of all meetings and other documentation pertaining to the decision to hold Pride Storytime and Rainbow Reads events in the library for children under 18. Rainbow Reads 2023 book list. Children's Books Ireland Rainbow Reads 2023 book list supported by An Post contains 200 LGBTQ+ stories for children under 18 years. To date, Children's Books Ireland and An Post have failed to produce or publish a child safeguarding statement or risk assessment to demonstrate that they complied with their statutory duties to safeguard children from exposure to harm prior to compiling this list of books for children. This does not negate the library's statutory duty as a publicly funded entity to ensure that the Rainbow Reads books marketed, promoted and stocked are suitable for children under 18 years. In addition, a librarian, as a public sector employee, is under a personal duty to protect the welfare of all children who avail of library services, as far as reasonably practicable. It follows that if a librarian reads stories to children that potentially put them at risk of exposure to harm, then that librarian can be held personally responsible under the Children First Act 2015 and the Child First National Guidelines for the Protection and Welfare of Children 2017 in circumstances where that harm was reasonably foreseeable. For example, Fred Gets Dressed, 3 to 7-year-olds. It's about a boy who dresses up in his mother's clothes and romps around the house naked on all fours with his dog. It is my submission that the book exposes to young children to potential harm, as it introduces the concept of gender ideology as a normalised part of growing up to little children, and also contains pictures and terminology that could be interpreted as sexualised by a reasonable, rational and objective adult bystander. Of course, I have no doubt that the library will seek to defend this book on the basis that it is not sexualised, as little Fred is simply portrayed as innocently engaging in boisterous play by crawling around the house naked with his dog and dressing up in his mother's clothes. The very fact that Wiktionary Online and other sources define romp as incorporating illicit sexual activity dating back to the 18th century and mainstream media mass refer to the term in a highly sexualised content clearly means that the term is not restricted to boisterous play in the public mind. For example, the Daily Mail 30th April 2009 headlines, Royal Romp. Couple caught having it off on lawn outside Windsor Castle, and the Sun 19th February 2019 headlines, Queen's chief fireplace lighter romping with married chambermaid in Windsor Castle. It is therefore highly likely that many people in our Irish society would interpret Fred Gets Dressed as containing pictures and terminology as unsuitable for 3 to 7-year-olds.
This book is Gay by Julia Dawson is another example of a book promoted, displayed and sought by our public libraries that contains highly sexualised adult content, although it has been removed from the Rainbow Reads 2023 book list as unsuitable. It is alarming that it is being promoted by our public libraries for children under 18 years of age. I wish to draw your attention to the following extracts from the book, This Book is Gay. 2 cisgender men can pleasure each other in a variety of ways. Handies, perhaps the most important skill you will master as a gay or bi man, is a timeless classic, the hand job. The good news is you can practice on yourself. The bad news is each guy has become very used to his own way of getting himself off. Something that they don't teach you in school is that in order to be able to come at all, you and your partner may need to finish off with a handy. A lot of people find it hard to come through other types of sex. A good handy.
Come in closer here,
Yeah.
just so that she can hear you, yeah?
No, I can't.
Oh, you can hear it?
It's all about the wrist
Yeah,
action. I don't want
to
to say it too loud either. A wrist action, rub the head of his cock back and forth with your hand. Try different speeds and pressure until he responds positively. A bad handy is grasping a toddler, like shaking it like a ketchup bottle. Finally, my misunderstanding about rubbing 2 peens together wasn't far off the mark. Rubbing them together in one hand feels awesome. Mega hand combo handy. Blowies, oral sex is popping. Another dude's peeing into your mouth, or indeed popping yours in his. There's only one and hard, fast rule when it comes to blowies. Watch the teeth. Lips and tongue, yes. Teeth, no. As handies and breakfast eggs, all men like their blowies served in different ways. The term blowjob is massively misleading. You won't actually be blowing on his penis. It's more like sucking. Although I stress, you're not trying to suck his kidneys out through his urethra. It's more about sliding your mouth up and down the shaft of his cock. Letting a guy come in your mouth is a safe sex no-no. Get away from the volcano before it erupts. In fact, be aware that many sexually transmitted infections, STIs, are often spread through oral sex. Bumming is a universal truth that many men like sticking their willies inside things. I suspect it's a biological. Well, in the absence of a vagina, gay men and bi men make excellent use of the back door. Want to know a secret? Straight people have anal sex too, all the time too. Another one, straight men like stuff up their bums as much as gay ones. Why? As mentioned before, the prostate gland located just up your bum feels amazing when massaged. Lots of gay men, gay or straight, like how this feels. Anal sex isn't a gay thing.
So, and as we see with the picture there, it has a picture showing people how to upload, showing children how to upload pictures onto adult dating sites, and all these books are being promoted in your library, which you do have a duty of care. And just to finish with, there is an emerging international evidence that teaching children gender ideology exposes them to harm. It seeks to erase biological distinctions between male and female. and reinforces the ideology that children can and should alter their sexes to whatever gender they feel themselves to be, even to the point of life-altering hormone treatment and surgical procedures. Allowing children to choose their sex at an age when their brains are not anywhere nearly fully developed, and they cannot fully understand what they are doing, will confuse and harm them as they get older. The promotion and normalisation of gender ideology in public libraries through such events therefore poses potential risks of harm to children who are at a critical development stage of their lives. The library has a statutory duty to ensure, as far as reasonably practical, to safeguard children from personal injury arising from the foreseeable harm. The potential harms of exposing children to these books with gender ideology and sexually explicit content are clearly foreseeable. In the UK, parents have recently issued a class action against the Department of Education for failing to act on the foreseeable harms of exposing children.
Did you want to get to the desk?
No, I just want to have a listen to this.
Exposing children to gender ideology in the classroom. The library, in promoting, marketing and holding a Pride Story Time and Rainbow Reads event for children under 18 years, are failing to safeguard the welfare of children. I now therefore request that there be an immediate investigation by the designating liaison person in respect to my complaint that the library is in contravention of the Children First Act 2015 and Children First National Guidelines for the Protection of Welfare of Children 2017, as well as Article 42A of our Constitution, in promoting, marketing and holding a monthly Pride Story Time and Rainbow Reads event for children under 18 years. I'm looking forward to hearing from you within 14 days of the date of this letter. If we do not hear from you within this timescale, I will have no option but to take further action to safeguard the welfare of all children.
That's fine.
And just going forward, that's just a little piece of the Children's First Act
Yep.
where the sexual abuse comes
And
into it.
you want us to respond, but you haven't left an email address or...
We can give you that, we
I'll
can
give
provide
it.
that. That's great.
Give us
So, you know,
Oh, no, but
we hear in the media all the time that we can't, you know, you have nothing to do with it, but you have a personal responsibility, as we outlined here.
And we have, this has been outlined here.
But don't you think what we read there was pretty shocking? And do you think that's suitable for under
You've made your
18s?
point, and we have our children now down here.
I understand.
No, we appreciate that you stood there and listened, and thank you very much for taking it.
And we're not aggressive, you know, we're very concerned. We're very
That's fine,
concerned.
you've made your point, and it's all here now, so we have it here now.
So yeah,
That's fine,
we do
thank you.
expect a response within 2 weeks. You know, this is madness what's going on in the country. By the way, we have nothing against gay people. A lot of gay people are coming on side with us. They feel ashamed and disgraced that they're using the LGBT plus community to push this agenda in, and it is an agenda.
Okay, that's fine, we have it all here, so we will...
And just to, you know, for anybody who else is here reading the books, there is seriously dangerous books on the shelves for 1 to 3 year olds. Fred Get Dressed is one of them, you know,
A lot of
and
people take offence to that one.
Clive and his babies,
Yeah.
where Clive is pretending to be a mother, all role reversals for children, all gender dysphoria being pushed onto children, and it's all happening in here. You now realise that you have a duty of care.
We've been aware of that, yes.
Well, the duty of care is not being held up in this premises, unfortunately. That's why we've had to hand you these legal
As I said,
notices.
we have
You
the
know.
legal notices now,
He's
and
due.
we will
He's
we'll
due.
follow it, okay?
And by the
Appreciate
way,
that.
the public are against this by and large as well.
Okay, that's fine.
So I appreciate your time. Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, just to say as well, we are going to the guards to give these a copy as well, and to file a complaint that the Children of Care Act 2015 has not been upheld in the premises. Thanks.
We'll take a little look over there, Andy.
Yeah. Yeah, look.
Did any books? Look, this book is here, right there. Right there.
Promoting dating apps to children from the table.
Yeah.
Dating apps.
The infamous, this book is gay.
Yeah, the infamous book. Andy, you ready for a shot? Look at this. Look.
What's the tea?
Look.
And this book
This is.
gay.
So what's this display for?
For children.
Promoting dating apps to 11-year-olds.
They are aware now.
Is this?
These are the books with the dating apps.
12 to 17, and you have this book is tea.
But only with parental consent.
These are the books which we just read out that has the apps in them.
They're only that available with parental consent.
You said yourself as 12-year-olds can go.
12-year-olds can go over there and pick this up.
So you're telling me if you're 12 and over there, you can send them pick up the book.
Is that your duty of care? Is giving these books to 12 years old?
Hardcore porn.
It's not. It's and look. We have taken this on board and we're going to look at it now.
You know the
Well,
section
Alright,
about.
so can we just-
while you investigate things, could you take these off the shelves? No, you're refusing to take these off the shelves until your investigation is
That's
done.
the end of it.
Do you support this after reading it? Lads, relax.
Right, that's enough now.
Guys,
You've
please.
made your point.
But we are asking for a gesture to put our children first, so that they. Would you know?
They're here for a specific
sorry.
event this evening.
Sorry.
They're here for a Rainbow Read event this evening.
What age is that for?
It's for anybody that wants to come in.
So anybody can come in and get onto the apps.
It's for any age group who wants to come in and just talk to staff here from the library.
Are you going to read the blowy section out to them and the handy section out to them? That's appropriate.
That's what it says in the book.
But then why would you have the book over there if you're not going
Because
to
there
read it
are
out?
other children. Are you record? I would prefer you didn't record me, please.
Well, it's a public service.
Well, you know, the questions are getting a little tougher now because these books are on clear display for children.
For everybody.
For children. And now,
That's Rainbow Read. That
We read you
section
the
is
law.
a little children can walk up there now, get this book, and go onto an app and be raped.
Can you put your voice down? There are children in there. You're not.
And they're going
Children
out.
are here to support this.
No, don't do that angle.
I would not allow my
Children are being raped through these books.
That's perfectly within right.
Children are being raped
But
through
they
these
can
books.
come in and take it.
It's one of my tenants'
You're
Well,
not
then take the
asking.
books off the
Here,
shelves.
it's one of my tenants' birthday.
gonna
They're
take them
supposed to meet
off
him
the
here. I told them not to meet me here. After looking over there, I'll have to put the letters in.
Get these books off the shelves.
Can I just ask
These are
Maria
harming
something?
children.
Can I ask her a question? Anne?
Yep.
There's my daughter, she's 12. Can she come in and get that book without me being with her?
She can. Well, she can.
Yes, you can. She can walk straight in and walk straight over there.
Oh, she can.
Why can't
She
she?
cannot borrow it.
You can. In the library, you can be 12 years of age to take that book without
No,
consent.
you have to have consent because you
that must
have
be
to
no-
sign a form.
But she can come in and read it. She can come in and pick it up and read it.
She can be over the
Okay.
over there as a
Okay.
Rainbow
So you are
So
making
she can-
this available to children.
So can I ask you, do you have children? Would you allow your 12-year-old to come in and pick up that book?
You can renew them online.
Great question.
It is. So you would?
So you would let your children read that?
Sorry, can I just say that this was brought to your attention before by me and another lady,
Yeah.
and nothing was done about it. But
Don't you think
the
it's pretty horrific,
libraries
the
were
content
told
of that book?
about it already.
Yes, and the decision was made by library management not to take books off the shelves.
Well, you're in breach of your own.
You're still in breach of the Children First Act 2015.
Which you
No,
call
we have
your
the illegal document here.
Yeah.
Okay, so
And just to say for the record, this is not the first legal document that they've received here.
Look, you're going to
This
get.
is the second time that legal documents have been put in here.
You're going to get.
Just to say for the record,
council management and councillors are aware of it.
they are aware, but
Council
well, they
management-
continue to allow children be groomed and raped online through these dating apps. We have seen constant online people being caught online, going through the dating apps, prepared to rape 11-year-olds through these apps. You are prepared to give these books to 11-year-olds to get onto these apps.
They will not be given to the children. To 11.
You can come
They
in.
Well, they
allowed
are
to come in
here
and
for the
read it
children.
and read it off.
They are here for the children.
But they can't.
That's
But they
wrong.
shouldn't be because
That's
it's
terrible.
breaking the law.
It's breaking the law.
It's
We all
breaking
know
the
the
law.
law to you.
Can we just leave it now for this? You've
No.
made your point and we had
You're going to get
These books have to come off the
tens of
shelf.
thousands of views on this one. You know, how do you
And
feel
I don't
about that?
appreciate that.
Of course you don't appreciate that because it shows you in a bad light.
Well, let me
I
tell
don't
you,
think it should
let me
be.
tell you,
I don't
every
think
parent
it's
around this
right.
country appreciates everything that we do to save their children.
And that's
Well,
fine.
Andy,
And can we
I
just
have
leave
4
it at that
children
now?
and I appreciate everything you do.
And
I've
I've
just seen
named
online
thank
that you were
you.
here and I
Can we-
came to support us.
Can we just leave it
Great
at
to
that?
see you, lads. We have a lovely
Because
crowd.
I would
these
not have
books
my
off.
This is
children read
growing.
that.
This
These
is
two
almost
books.
snowballing.
And that's fine. So
These
that's-
two
if
books-
you're
It's
giving
fine,
your
you should
right to
take
protest
All
it.
I'm requesting is that you take these two books
No,
off the
no,
shelf.
that's not our policy.
Andy, can I just check
your policy is, you quote the 2015 Child First Act in your policy, and you're in direct contravention and breach of that.
Those books are on the shelf and they're staying on the shelf. But you're breaking them.
So you are willingly hurt. You are willingly.
Oh, it's okay to break
No,
them
it's not okay.
You just said it's fine.
Can we just leave it at that? We have this here.
But you are willingly going to put these back on the shelves, and you know that it's going to damage, and children can be possibly raped and harmed through these books.
And can we just?
Are you going to feel responsible
Look, it's very
for
easy
the
for
children
you.
who are raped? Are you going to feel responsible because you're allowing it? Are you going to feel responsible?
I'm just finished.
No question, no answer.
Well, no, you can try to fob us off, but we're not
I'm
going
not
away.
fobbing anybody off.
Yes, you are. This is a very
I'm
serious
not
issue.
fobbing anybody
This
off.
is an extremely serious issue, and it needs to be.
Share.
We're very concerned. Look at all these people coming in.
Oh yeah. Don't get her face in it if you don't mind.
It's grooming children. This is a grooming
What's that?
process.
The ladies are going to take them out.
Oh, what do you want me to do with it?
We're going to rent the books.
All right, yeah. Go
The
on.
lads are going to take the books.
And you've got children.
You take them. If there's any more, just
You have children.
Yeah.
I mean,
And it's not mine.
that's the question.
It's not. Where did you come from? Questions with Mike says.
You're allowed to ask questions.
You can't ask questions.
We've given you all the information that we have.
We can ask you any question we want. Absolutely, you can. Yeah.
If you answer,
ladies, we do understand that you're feeling a bit flabbergasted at the minute.
Oh no, it's just we've given the information that we have.
It's just that we are concerned parents, and every library in the country really needs to get rid of these books. I have an 11-year-old going on 12, and I mean to say I would not like that book to get into our hands. It's nothing got to do with LGBT. It's not. It's trans and the ideology. I mean, this is what they're bringing into the book,
We
and we
always listen
understand
to
that.
concern, and we, like I said, we've listened
you haven't
to
done anything.
here, and we
Listening
have
to her,
details
it's
here.
like, you know, you're seeing a child being hurt in the corner there, and we're saying the child's being hurt in the corner, and you're standing there going, yeah, we hear you.
Yeah.
And the child is still being hurt in the corner.
Look, you've given
But
us
no,
14
we
days
gave
to
you.
respond to this, so we will.
Now, we showed you the books, what is exactly, especially the books that we just showed you there, but you were just telling us that you're going to put them back onto the shelves for 12-year-olds to get the apps.
They've been on the shelves since last.
Even though you know the apps are there for dating for adults, you know the books are there. Just to clarify that.
So you
sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Just want this. I want this clarified. You know the dating apps are in the books for 11 years old for adults.
You're aware of the content.
You're aware of the content, and you're still giving it to them.
You're still leaving the books
you're
there.
still giving it to the children. I just want this on
So
camera.
you don't mind
Sorry,
paedophilia?
our collection development policy is very clear on our website.
No, it doesn't.
It's a collection development policy, and we have a
But you're in breach
child
of
safeguarding
the
law
law.
So if you'd like to take a look at it, that's all that we have for now. Okay, that's the only information that we have.
Yeah, but that's a policy. This is legal. That's just library policy.
That's your library's
This
policy.
is legal.
Policy, and that's what we adhere to.
Well, your policy is going against the law. You are deliberately and knowingly promoting dating apps to children in this
Yeah, I can show
library.
you how to do it on the self-service. So if you want, you can. I have a lady here with a library card who's going to take out the books. So you're more than welcome to do that, okay? And we're just going to leave it at that because we have the details you have here. We will respond in the 14 days, but we just don't want any stress between us. Okay?
We don't feel satisfied.
We want their children protected.
There will be no
This isn't
further
about anybody's stress.
That is all the information that we
We don't
have.
feel that you're responding to it because you've been told this before. And
Yeah.
yet there was no response done to
There
it.
was no response. This is the second legal notice that you've been handed in, just to be clarified to everybody.
And just to be clear
You know,
as well,
that
we would
they have been
TDs
well aware that the
before
dating apps here, that the group, the paedophiles online are going onto these dating apps because it's so easy for them now to get children. There's no protection for them coming from the establishment here, the libraries, the schools, and educational people. You know, you're deliberately putting our children on the track to be run over. And you are so aware of it. It's unbelievable that you resort to your policy to cover your back when that's not going to work. This is a paper trail we're leaving here, and everybody will be held accountable by the law.
But they have to be held accountable as well. You're allowing it, so you're also going to be held. Would you not agree? You're accountable. You're accountable as well.
Yes, they are.
You are accountable.
We have letting you know, and like you know, there is prison sentences with this.
Yeah.
We've laid it out into this for your duty of care. We're not here to attack you. We're trying to make you aware. You have been made fully aware more than once now of your duty.
No,
And
can I just point out as
this
well
can be
that-
held personally.
Yeah,
accountable.
personally.
And we will engage with
Can
you.
I just
There's a legal process, we will engage in the
I
legal
just want to
process.
say we did ask our local TDs to represent us at the Dáil about this, so it's not that we've just gone to libraries. This has already gone to TDs and they've ignored us. So we're just trying to come to the individual person and just say that you have a duty of care, because TDs and the Dáil, they won't mention it, they won't bring it up, and I wonder why.
And if there is a legal process involved in this,
We will engage.
I just want to
Alright.
point out as
Yeah.
well, this flag over here, it represents paedophilia.
Yeah.
The pink for
It's like
girl,
her little ribbon there.
blue for boy, white for
That's just a
virginity,
rainbow.
brown for
You must be
brown
picking.
people.
It's for
And it
paedophile.
was designed by a paedophile in America, and they're flying that flag everywhere, and gay people
You're
are
wearing one.
disgusted by it. Gay people are disgusted by it. And by the way, we have nothing against gay
No.
people. We have gay friends and family members, and they're on our side as well.
Just like say thank you for listening to us and giving it your time like that. We hope that you take the proper measurements going forward and protecting our children. Thank you.
Thank you for taking the time.
Now we have to go to the garden station.
Quite a few people showed up now. It was
Before
nice,
you go, will you pick the books you want us to take out?
She has.
Oh, she has one.
Do you have them? Do you want? Did you put them on the? You got them. Perfect. Okay.
Just come out here and me and Ross and
Nice one, nice one. Nice, what a turnout we have.
No, it's fair play to you talking. Fair play for speaking up. You're from here, like fair play.
Let's take it, everybody come out. We have
Yeah,
a
come out.
Brilliant.
Mike, hang on, you come over here, Mike. We'll get everybody in the background.
Yeah,
Mike,
yeah.
You come over here, Mike. You have to drag him and tell him. Right, and turn this way. That's it. Yeah, we'll all get behind here.
people came up to show support.
All right,
So come up a bit closer there.
I am.
Just want to thank everybody for coming down and showing their
Let's come on,
support.
we wanna show.
Yeah, come on
show
now,
the people of
everybody.
Ireland the support we got.
Well done for the people of Drogheda. Well done to the people of Drogheda for coming down and supporting this. We've known that they've been working here trying to get the books off the library here for quite a while, all the locals here, you know, putting in Trojan work, protecting childhood, you know. So we're only so happy, very happy to come down and give them a help out today in trying to get these books. As you've seen, we've handed in the notice. They've 14 days to reply. We are going to be waiting patiently for the reply. We are not finished here. You know, we're only getting started, but we will wait. You know, I'd like to thank Lawyers for Justice, who have been up all night, yes, all day and all night, helping us getting all this prepared for today and having all the legal work going in there. They've been doing mighty work in supporting us that way. So I'd like to give a big thank you to them, but especially a big thank you to everybody here who is continuing to do the work. Give them all a big round of applause. Thank you. Seriously. You know.
Can I add something there as well, Andy?
Yeah, go for it.
At the beginning of the year, myself and Anita and a few others, they didn't take us seriously whatsoever. This lady was in here earlier. And how did they take you? Did they take you seriously the last time? Or?
No, they didn't. No.
Don't you think?
They're sniggering.
Sniggering.
Sniggering behind her.
They're not sniggering right now.
No.
We have them on the hot seat. We have them sweating. They have a legal obligation to reply to this wonderful letter that Lawyers for Justice put together for us here today, Andy. And they're not laughing anymore. They're taking us serious because the country is behind us. And we had a lovely group of people come here today. I wasn't expecting this, Andy. It's a nice
No,
surprise.
neither was I. Yeah, no, it was
And on
brilliant.
to the next county.
Now, what we're not just off to the next county is we are going around to the guards now because we want to report a complaint in there that they are in breach of the 2015 Children Forced Act. We want to try and get that on record, and we're going to give them a copy of the notice that we've brought around to them. So if you can turn around there, I think we've got some friends here that might want to come over and have a chat.
Nope. All right.
No. Are you here, lads? Are you?
We called for us.
You called for here?
No, over here, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, well then we need to talk to
the
you.
manager here first.
Okay. So, I was actually just about to go around to these lads there. I need to file a complaint. There's a breach of the Children Forced Act 2015 happening here, and other laws which we've just put them on notice. Everything that we've given them is in here. We'd like to use a copy of this. It's grand. So,
It's all signed by the Chamber.
so, yeah, yeah.
It's a legal document, and it outlines all the laws that they're breaking here in the library. They have a personal duty to take a reread some explicit. There's a book over there that talks about the most horrendous pornographic, how to give a good blowjob. I think handy.
It's all in this, isn't it?
Huh?
It's all in this.
It's all in
this,
that there, yeah.
It's highlighted
yeah.
specifically, and that book is in this library.
Yeah.
And it's a sexualization and grooming of children, and it's undeniable at this stage. And look, we have nothing against gay people, and they keep on going under the banner of gay people, and it's basically child grooming.
Well, you see, in the books over there that's on the table for 12-year-olds, there's dating apps being promoted for adult dating apps, which predators are going on, and they're going after young children. Young children are not allowed on this, you know. So we need it stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can move over here.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
No, it's all in this.
You might not realise the extent of how graphic this, what we're here for now, but when you look into it, your jaw's going to drop. It really is. We've gone to Gardaí up and down the country, and when the penny drops, they're like really shocked and surprised. This 12-year-olds, younger than 12-year-olds, can go up over there. My nephew, he's nearly 7 years of age. He's a great reader. You want to keep their innocence for as long as possible. And they're teaching them how to get rid of the words boy and girl. They want to use words like cross-dresser, non-binary.
If they want to use those words, they're more than welcome to.
Well, why are they forced on children?
No one's forcing it.
Yes, they are. They have it in the curriculum.
I don't know.
We do know. We're fully aware. We're very we're studied on this. You know, we're looking into this, and it's just like I told you, Gard. Your jaw's going to drop when the extent. You might not realise, because I can tell by your blank expression, that this is a really serious thing, and when you see it for yourself, you're going to be. It's a horrendous thing to.
So when you open up the books there for 11-year-olds, right, it's teaching them how to get onto dating apps. There's the picture of the book right here, telling them to upload a picture themselves. How the app works out your location, who the nearest homosexuals are to you. Know, this is being promoted for 11-year-olds, lads. 12-year-olds. Here, right here, for 12-year-olds. Now, I don't know about you lads, but I'm watching predators being caught every day online. Every day.
There's one
You watch them?
my house in Cork last week.
No, we don't.
No, you don't watch them being caught?
No.
Why?
Why would I?
Would you not want to catch them? You're a guard.
If I'm made aware of them, I will.
Sorry?
If I'm made aware of them, I will, yeah.
Well, this is what we're trying to do. You know, we're trying to make you aware of a big symptom of the problem to help you catch these people.
Are you aware as well? There was men's heads, 2 men in Sligo. Their heads were beheaded. There were heads taken off, decapitated through this app Grindr.
Through these apps.
And it's for 18 and over.
And our children are being shoved right in front of these apps in this library, you know. So this is in
I'm not aware. Yeah.
you know, there's so many laws being broke here. It's just crazy.
Yeah, look, we're looking at it.
Yeah, well, we have it all there written out, every law.
So we would like to get a complaint in and try and get a pulse number as well for a complaint, you know.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
That's great, guys.
No problem. That's something.
Look at all the people that we have what, 20, 25 people here today?
Are we going with you to make a complaint or?
Yes, I'll read through this here now. Is your name details in this?
No, I'll put them onto it there.
Yeah, it is. We have our names on it, Andy.
No, that was the last one I put
Oh,
on.
no, we signed two of them, didn't we? Double check here.
No, just turn that away there and giving out some details.
I have shopping around. Anything that book now?
I have
I know. Yeah, but where is it going?
Seems like the farm is just going to fissure in two camps, isn't it? You know?
Yeah.
Oh, you haven't.
No, it is actually. I said, I'd say you're in the car. I'd say no. I haven't.
Oh, well, there's a big chunk in the middle. We'll go whichever way.
Is there?
Oh, yeah.
Well done. You've done a good job there. I tell
Stay
you.
away from this
Yeah,
filth.
It's good on you to, you know, explain it, what you've been doing.
It's
It's true, you know. Good stuff. Look at what's going on.
And he's went this morning. And stuff. Well, it's cancer. Oh, I don't know.
Well done.
You have to ask.
We have pulse numbers around the country, so handing these in is setting up a paper trail with the pulse numbers and all that sort of systems, you know.
And is that at all, like, we're bringing in...
If you could give us a call even and let us know and give us a pulse number, and that'll be our job done for you. That's all yours. I appreciate that very much. Thank you very much, Gareth. I appreciate it. You don't shake hands? Don't shake hands. Why?
COVID.
Don't shake hands.
Best luck. Folks, appreciate it.
Yeah, no, we'll be sticking around, you know.
Thanks very much, Gardy.
So, yeah, the Gardaí showed up again, Andy, and I'm sure when you look at the media, they'll say they ran us off like they always do. But they came here. We're going to expect you're going to expect the pulse number once they read through all this information, probably in a few hours.
Yeah, we'll definitely get the pulse number. He has all the info. I told him how important it is. It's all part of our investigation. We have pulse numbers going around the country now. We are keeping all them pulse numbers. We're keeping everything that we're doing, because when the time comes, and it is coming, it is happening, the pushback is happening, everybody will be held accountable, because they've been all warned more than once, and that's what it's about now, is accountability, and that accountability will protect our children.
And just to say, this book has been updated again, and we just noticed that it's telling you how to argue with Muslims. There's no pictures. Just so you know, that's not something that you want to be shown kids.
Yeah.
I tried to go live, and I got restricted. So they're censoring us as well, Andy.
Yeah, I told you. Yeah, I knew this was going to happen. You
And
know.
I've never been censored since I've been on Facebook since 2007 or something.
Well, I'm on my 50th account now.
First time getting censored.
Yeah. Welcome to the club, brother. Welcome to the club.
Once your head is above target, they're going to keep at you. I see similar experiences.
Yeah. So please share this around everywhere. Help beat the censorship. And Erin Gabra.
Thank you. Mike, show the crowd.
Show the crowd there, Mike.
Oh yeah.
And I'm a helmet for Sunday.
You can give us that there now.
Well, I just said there's a coffee shop down here, there's a coffee corner. And we all go down there for a cup of coffee, which is quite good.
Anita, how much time do you left on the car?